Alrighty, hello and welcome to the first lesson on making our physics-based marble game in Godot. So I already went through the process of setting up the project, so I called my game Marble Game and I saved it to my C drive. You can of course save it wherever you want, but that's where I saved my project. So we're here in the viewport. We have the 3D viewport, which is what we're going to do because we're making a 3D game. We have the inspector panel. We have our scenes up here. We have our node editor over here. And we have our file system. First thing that we want to do is we want to make sure that our project is an HD resolution. I'm going to make mine 1280 by 720 and enter and close it. Next thing we're going to do is we want to just create the foundation of our game world, so we are going to create a main scene. So the way I'm going to do that is by clicking on this button over here where it says create root node. I'm going to create a 3D scene, and you'll see it does just that. It makes a node 3D, and I'm going to name this main, and this is going to be the basis, the main scene where everything else is going to be placed into. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to make sure that I am in, that's what I should do. I should create a scenes and a scripts folder. So I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to call the first folder scenes, and I'm going to call the next folder scripts. There we go. Now I'm going to hit Control S. I can also come up here to scene, save scene as, make sure I save it to the scenes folder, and main.scene, and save. Just to explain a little bit more about the different panels that we're going to be using in this project. So if we have the 3D node selected, you'll notice that there's no mesh or anything just yet. But if we come over to the inspector panel, there's a transform menu. And you'll see that when I move the node 3D in the different directions, that the X, Y, and Z axis get affected. You'll see that the number either increases or decreases depending on the direction. Same thing with the rotation, and the way that I'm changing between the move, rotate, and scale is by coming up here. There's move, rotate, and scale. But if you hover your mouse, you'll see that it gives you the shortcut as well. So move is W, rotate is E, and scale is R. That's fairly standard for most 3D programs. If this is your first 3D program, I might be moving a little bit quickly, but I will be sure to cover everything step by step. So I would say just get comfortable moving this around. Try to experiment and see, the different ways that you can manipulate and change this node 3D, even though it's empty right now. And then it can all go back to 0, 0, 0 by just hitting this little reset icon up here. So reset, reset, reset. There you go. And that's going to be it for this lesson, and I'll see you in the next one.